Ryan,
What's up, dude?
do you ever just want to break down and dance?
Damn.
6, 7, 8, let's go. Mm, 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 mm. Let's get it. Let's dance. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the show.
Bourbon, belts, blockbusters. You are listening to the Triple B podcast. Let's fucking go.
Ryan, we are back. We're here. And we got another just interesting take on our bourbon cash-in.
We
Technically,
sure
it
do.
is your week, so
Yeah.
you definitely cashed in today.
Did.
You can check that out on our
Did.
socials at TrippyPod.
Yep.
But
It's a good one.
we were separate on the last bourbon cash-in.
Yes, we were.
And so we never got to try each other's bourbons.
So that's,
we
we're rectifying it today.
yeah, so
Making it right.
we are making it right today. You will be trying the Project X by Penelope.
Yes. And you will be trying the Horse Soldier.
I'm really excited for it.
I'm excited for it. I'm excited for me. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for both of our mouths.
I mean, we kind of got a little teaser, but in the form of a cocktail.
Yeah, a cocktail last week.
So
with just
we did both.
that's right.
We did both.
We did them both. And then next week
We're gonna do
we're
both.
doing them both in the cocktail that I'm doing.
Hell yeah! Just a different take on it. Let's get right into it.
I don't hate the way that we decided to do this either, because this means that we're getting through a bottle of bourbon significantly more than we have. That's true. In a long time. That's just on the show, outside of the bourbon and the bourbon of the King of the Burbs.
King of the Burbs tournament.
Confusing bourbon and the Vegas, and I'm gonna get that out of my mind. All right.
So here we go. I'm gonna pour you a Andre the Giant finger.
As we do.
All right.
I think those are almost perfectly even too.
Hell yeah.
All right. And again. Those are the ones we be drinking.
That's right. Yeah. Let's do this.
Dude. All right. What did you give yours?
I think I gave it an 8, and you gave it an 8.5.
I gave mine an 8.5, and you
And I
gave
did
yours an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's
Cheers.
get an idea. My congestion might throw me off a little bit, I will say.
It's smooth.
I don't feel like I'm not going to be congested for too much longer.
I told you it touches you.
That one hit me at the sinuses.
I'm gonna go first. So this one, I feel like it starts off kind of bland. It doesn't have a lot of flavor right away, but then it finishes very nice and sweet. It goes down smooth. It's pretty solid, man. I'm liking it. I think I'm gonna join you on an 8.5 on that. I'm gonna rank that at 8.5. I like this, like I said, the sweetness that the ride down from the initial taste is.
Yeah.
It's just all sweet and just kind of lingers in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It's an easy drink down.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really like the story behind it. Again, this was like the glass or metal.
So the bottles are made out of molds created. Sorry. The molds are set in steel that was recovered from the World Trade Center.
Yeah, that's right.
From 9/11.
Yeah.
Right. So they pour the bottles, or however they make the glass bottles. The molds are out of the leftover steel from the World Trade Center. And the American Freedom Distillery was created by members of the 12 Green Berets that traveled by horseback into Afghanistan. Like it was like within 2 weeks after 9/11.
Oh wow!
So they were like the first group on the ground to go in, and yeah. So it was just pretty cool, history behind it, and
yeah, man. I really like that. What do you think on that one?
This is really good. This is really good. And now, and that I think it would be even better if I wasn't, I'm dealing with getting over some crud that I had this week. It's a little congested. Everything's a little off for me, but the flavor's there. Yeah, it kind of kicks you in the nose there.
Yep.
Like right in the sinuses. It's like we've said this before. Some of them that we've had,
Wasabi.
like the wasabi effect. Yeah, exactly. Where it's just like at first you're like, oh yeah, it's good, and you swallow it, and you're like, oh, there she is, right up in the schnars. But the flavor of this is fantastic. The aftertaste of it is like, honestly, and I know I said with that one, I was like, that might be the best aftertaste for me that I've enjoyed on this show.
Yeah.
This is right there with it.
Hell yeah.
There's nothing bad about this aftertaste. There's like no bitterness to it, especially, which is surprising with how it does kind of kick you like that, right?
Yeah.
It really does have that burn. All in all, I think I like this one more.
Ooh,
Honestly,
nice.
I might give her a 9.
Ooh.
I'm giving her a 9.
You know what's crazy is I had a fully different expectation for the taste of this based off the cocktail from last week. When you
Oh,
put it
really?
in there, I was like, all right, this is significantly different than that one. And it is different, but like, I thought it was gonna have a different taste, like because the bourbon popped out more from from when we did the Manhattan with it.
Yeah. I think the primary reason why I'm going higher on this one than than the horse soldier is because I feel like it checks every box.
Mm-hmm.
Where kind of like you said, like the upfront, it's just kind of like, oh yeah, it's there. I'm
Yeah.
drinking bourbon. This, like, it does have that burn, and I don't mind a little bite. Like I don't want it to be just bite with nothing else. Obviously, we've had a couple of those that we've been like, oh god damn.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it has a little bit of everything. There's smokiness. There's the vanillas, the caramels.
Mm-hmm.
It's got that bite up front, but really smooth finish.
Yeah.
Super good aftertaste. It's sweet. It's really good.
Hell yeah, man.
Real good.
Well, that brings us over to
Bells.
that's right. What do you want to talk about?
I would like to start by talking about the entire intro segment of the show again. Back-to-back weeks.
Back-to-back weeks.
You talked about the whole intro last week, but these are on different levels now.
Yeah.
Because I think that they did a complete 180 from the intro last week. I think the intro to Raw this week was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was really entertaining. And just the way it played out with the Visions out there doing their thing, bitching. Adam Pearce comes out and starts trying to remove them. And then we get like 4 different masked men.
Yeah.
3 that were, what do you want to call them? Fakes.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Fakes.
Distractions.
Swerves.
Yeah. Swerves. Yeah. Imposters. Logan chases one. Theory chases another. Paul Heyman's kind of creeping around in the ring because you could tell he has a sense of something bad's gonna happen because both his 2 cronies just disappeared. And then there's one coming down the ramp, and he's just like, no, doing his best, Paul Heyman. And there's one behind him. And boy, oh boy, was it Seth Rollins. And boy, oh boy, did he absolutely fuck Paul Heyman up.
Yeah, he did.
That chair shot he gave him, god damn, you would have thought that he was staring at the back of Roman Reigns again.
Yep. I was gonna say very reminiscent of the Shield breakup.
And then the stomp, the curb stomp, right?
It was gold.
And then Seth bails. Then it cuts a little bit later. You get the scene in the back. Heyman's getting loaded into the ambulance. He's like profusely bleeding from the nose and mouth area, which I thought was chef's kiss. That was very, very well done.
Yeah.
And the rest of what played out in the back was perfect. It felt like it legitimately felt like we were back in the Attitude Era.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, like it was like you have Jimmy attacking. He pulls up in the car, right?
Yeah.
He pulls up in the car, and then Theory opens the door, and it's just Jimmy just boom comes out of nowhere. I'm like, whoa, this is dope. I like this. And then goes over to the ambulance and it's LA Knight drives in the ambulance. That was 100% a Stone Cold move.
Yeah.
And it felt like it was like Jimmy and LA Knight. It felt like it was like The Rock and Austin against the corporate regime or the McMahon, whatever, the corporation, whatever it was called, and one of its many different variations that we've gotten over the decades.
Yeah.
It just felt, it was cool. It was really good. I thought it was really well done.
I legit had a smile on my face the
entire
whole night. It was just the way they did the Masked Man. It was just so well done. Like just one by one disappeared off into the crowd and leaving him alone. And I like the touch of the final one walking towards the ring, but then Seth Rollins ultimately being behind. But then, to your point, the whole backstage segment was like, dude, this is the Attitude Era.
Yeah,
it was dope. Nostalgia at its peak, and it was so good. It was just a fun segment, and I absolutely loved it. It was a great hot start to the show.
My next talking point. I have back-to-back ones here where I like what happened, but I have a little bit of a
reserve.
Yeah, I guess that's probably a good way to say it. Qualm, I don't think is. I think depending on how things play out, will lead to a qualm.
Yeah,
potentially. Obafemi and Rusev. I thought it was a really great segment. Honestly, I did. I thought it was really solid. I thought it was a potential push and start of something.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's my reservation with it. We got to pick a lane for Oba now.
Yeah.
At some point, they're still playing the card, and now this is with a little foreshadowing into.
I'm not talking on it.
You're not? Okay.
You can allude to it.
So it's like you have this, and I was like, all right, cool. This is exactly what we needed. Like, have him just come out and just thrash people randomly for the first couple weeks. Yeah, establish it. Let's get into this fucking man-meat feud, right? But then you jump forward to fucking SmackDown, and you have Oba randomly come out and destroy Johnny Gargano.
Yeah.
Now, did I laugh in that segment when his music hit? Of course I did, because the entire situation with Johnny Gargano right now is funny. But at the same time, for Oba's sake, I'm like, we got to stop this.
Yeah.
This has to go somewhere else now. So having him just absolutely destroy significantly lesser opponents at this point now is useless.
Yeah.
Right? Like, especially now after you've established what happened with Rusev. Right? Like, that could have been potentially, unless it's like he's just going to destroy Rusev too, and then maybe this does lead to him answering Brock's call, open challenge. I don't know.
I mean, it could be that stepping stone for sure.
Yeah, but
I agree with you though. You almost have to one up it after Rusev. You can't just keep going to lesser talent.
Yeah, you're
not saying Johnny's lesser, but he's lesser.
No, he is. Yeah,
he's a lesser man than Rusev.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would argue that.
Yeah, like it's just. I mean,
but that's the thing too. You have him come out in like the first segment. He came out and was taking up the War Raiders by himself, and then he's gone on to dismantle Kim Wilson, Johnny.
The Miz,
yeah,
Johnny Gargano, and then
Rusev, which wasn't the same.
No, yeah, I think they left that open ended.
Yeah,
it's almost like they're afraid to commit where he's gonna land. Granted, at this point, the brand split is nothing.
Yeah,
but they treat it like it is still because he's a free agent right now. Yeah, it hasn't signed, but
But yeah, so I just like the Oba Rusev portion I thought was really good. It gives Rusev a little bit of a direction for what will, ultimately be a, this isn't really the right term for this, but passing of the torch of sorts, because they're not going to have Rusev go over.
Yeah.
Right. Um, and this is like essentially establishing potentially the next giant star of the next 20 years.
Yeah.
In Oba, has that potential. So I felt like they were pushing in the right direction for that, and that I feel like we backtracked a little bit on Oba's side with the Friday Night SmackDown happening. So
Yeah, I agree.
just want to put that out there. But my next part here is, again, cool for what happened in the moment and for who it happened to. But I feel like there's a real missed opportunity here, and that's Penta winning the IC.
Mhm.
Hell yeah. Penta winning the IC, dope. Love Penta, totally deserves it. That's awesome. He's kind of tried to push towards the IC since he debuted,
Yeah.
really.
I think they said it was the 7th time going for it, or 8th time.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
So he's gone for it multiple times. Finally gets it. Now, could this have been drawn out? I don't know, say 6 more weeks and have this be a WrestleMania moment?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, on multiple different fronts.
Yeah.
Because now what it looks like we're going to end up with is probably Dom versus Finn at WrestleMania with nothing on the line.
Yeah.
So
I'm a little mad about that.
So that seems it seems pointless. And now you're working with a little over a month now to try to build, if you're going to even build a storyline for Penta to have a WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
Which, if you don't have a WrestleMania moment for Penta, I think that is absolute disservice to him and the fan base, because he's so good, right? So, but now, like, you could have pushed this on. This is a feud essentially between him and Dom that's been going on since he debuted on the fucking main roster.
Yeah.
Almost, not entirely, because when he debuted, Dom wasn't the IC.
No, but he's been feuding with Judgment Day.
Yeah,
on and off for
pretty much the entire time. So, that would have been a cool, put him over at Mania, give him that Mania moment. That would be a dope moment to do that, but have it come at the expense of the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
And the turmoil of the Judgment Day, and Finn pulling that card then.
Yeah.
Like, it's only been like 2 weeks that we've been dealing with the whole, you got to do this on your own thing. Like, this could have been drawn out and really egged on and played out well, to the point where it just became like a bubbling point or boiling point for Finn Balor.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
And so I feel like this just jumped the gun a little bit.
And
I just don't know where this goes into Mania season now to have a actual, like, satisfactory conclusion to.
I 100% agree, and I feel that way on many of the stories right now. Is just like, you could have set this up. Like, Mania's the end all product. Like, that's where
the
the grandest stage. It's the end of the season. Yeah. It's just the culmination.
We're in the playoffs right now,
and you've had the Dom and Finn bubbling, but then you put like you fizzle it out. Like, you just, like, if you put together a video for it, sure, it's gonna look great, but there hasn't been anything going, to your point, until the last couple of weeks. Do it on your own, and then this. So it's just like, I mean, there is still 6 weeks till WrestleMania, so you can build up, but like, you could have had a bigger thing and had the IC title. Like, there's some stakes at it, and now you got to pivot and create 2 storylines and generate a lot of interest into it.
Yeah.
So it can be done. Let's see if it can.
Yeah. And that brings me to my paper. AJ, no, I'm just joking. I mean, her promo was fucking fire. I'll give her that. Don't get me wrong. She did really well. So I should have used that one as the joke. But you fucking know it's Punk and Roman's fucking face off at the end of the show. That was
Another masterclass.
I came on and made sure I put that as the title of the episode this week for a specific reason. It was fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
Roman's part on the mic, solid.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. But Punk stopping him and then just fucking burying him, no pun intended, was, oh my God, dude. It was so good. Do you think Roman's just tired of getting absolutely fucking just butt fucked by these dudes on the mic?
I mean, he's improved so much.
He's improved significantly, but he still can't go fucking toe to toe. He can't go toe to toe with CM Punk on the mic, dude.
Yeah, and
he stumbled over a couple things he said during this.
Yeah,
you know, and it's like there are still moments, even for the big dog, where he gets in a little over his head when it comes to the mic. And I mean, part of it's probably because he's out of fucking practice because he's gone for so long all the time.
Yeah.
So,
true.
You know, but Punk's just so fucking good, dude. Yeah. Punk might end up going down as the best on the mic. And that's definitely saying something, considering some of the people that we had on the mic.
Cena.
Yeah. I mean, even Stone Cold on the mic is fucking phenomenal, right? Like, he might go down as one of the best. But that closing line, I'm gonna bury you next to your father, and then just Mike drops and fucking walks out. Oh my God, dude!
Some people are saying it crossed the line. I don't think it did.
I think it did.
Roman brought up Dusty all the time with Cody.
Yeah, I think it did in the best fucking possible way ever.
It landed.
I love when things cross the line. That's why I'm excited for Scary Movie 6.
What I like about this, and I mean, I do this every time we're going to Monday Night Raw in 2 days. Yeah, but it has me believing Roman shows up to beat the shit out of him.
I hope so.
Like, it's not on his schedule, but
happy.
How would you not respond to that, right? Like, how can you go, oh, I can wait 2 weeks.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like, so
he just brought your dad into this.
So it brings that level of excitement. And all I can think about too is just like, I keep going back to it, but just like a hype promo, like the promo video that launches before this match at Mania.
Yeah.
The way they're building it could be the My Way Stone Cold versus Rock like promo package. Like,
totally.
It has the seedlings of that.
Yeah.
I think they could land it. I think him showing up Monday to just beat the shit out of Punk will go a long way.
Yeah.
We'll see, but two fucking phenomenal promos back to back.
Yeah, it was good. It was real good.
It's so good.
I was real happy with it. Bringing you over to all SmackDown, Tim. What you got for me?
I'm going to start this off with the Rhea and Jade promo.
Okay.
At first, I was rolling my eyes with...
Well, yeah, because Jade's talking on the mic.
Yeah, and she's building this around that she's more muscular. Like, cool, you got big muscles.
Yeah,
like, that's
you
a pretty
still suck in the ring and on the mic, so
pretty lame way. But then once Rhea took over the promo, it landed for me.
Yeah,
you're built for you. You're built for show.
Yeah,
I'm built for battle.
Yeah,
essential. I was like rolling my landed. Okay, now we can build a feud.
Yeah,
like I see it. It still has Jade in the match, which is
unfortunate
for everyone. Expectations are not high, but we got some.
Oh, my expectations are high.
Rhea better win.
My expectations that Rhea Ripley wins this match
and takes over the time.
Yeah.
But I thought overall the promo ended up being really good and a good start to their feud.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
I know there's back and forth on Twitter. Apparently, I didn't read too much about it, but
Oh, okay. Yeah.
know that there was something going on between them and everything. But
There would be no better way to start the next season of WWE wrestling for the women's division, honestly, than having your two undeniably biggest stars walk out as new women's world champions.
Yeah.
I love Stephanie and Fakir. I think that match is going to be phenomenal. And I think, again, this goes back to us kind of shitting on creative here because they've done just jack shit with Stephanie as champion.
yeah,
She's barely even fucking been on our screen.
Yeah.
Like, correct me if I'm wrong, she wasn't on Raw this week.
no,
Like at all.
yeah,
Yeah. So, weird move. But you have Liv win, and on one night, then you have Rhea win another night. Yeah, you're talking about going into a really good era with the women's division with Rhea and Liv as the world champs.
agree.
So,
Hell yeah, man.
yeah.
Next talking point. Sami Zayn. Something is brewing.
I said it last week. Something's going on with old Sammy boy.
He's coming off a bit whiny, but that kind of fits his character. Where I'm just so intrigued where it's going.
Me
It's
too.
Like,
especially the conversation with Orton.
yeah,
That was I was like, okay, because it wasn't like you did this, how could you do this? It was you did this, how do you do that?
yeah. Like
It was a
inquisitive.
teach me
Yeah.
your ways.
That's how I took.
Yeah, because it's him like asking because he's recognizing that's what he needs to do.
Yeah,
All of his buddies are doing this and winning multiple world titles. And Orton's moment of, I don't know about all that, but it made me a 14-time world champion.
Yeah.
And Sam is like, oh,
Can't argue with that.
does that make you a bad dude or whatever he said? And he's like, I don't know about all that. And Orton's kind of laughing it off. I don't know about all that, but it made me a 14-time world champion.
Yeah,
It was like, oh fuck. That was the line we needed.
yeah.
Because that's Orton walks away and then Sammy freaks out again.
It just keeps going that like both conversations are around the championship.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, there's maybe a blurred line. I don't know what's going on between Cody, Sami, but then when he asked Torrin, like, how do you do that? Like the way he did, I was like, okay, we're getting something here. And
Yeah.
I don't know how long it's gonna take for this to play out, but it's a cool angle.
It is.
Sure.
I love it. I think
Because it's got mystique around it. Like what is happening with
I
it?
will never not be on board with a storyline that I even have a slight left testicle feel about Sami Zayn working his way towards the world championship. I will always be on board there.
Yeah.
Don't worry, even if I felt it in the right one, I'd still be on board. I'm just left-handed, so I lean more towards the left.
Cody is our new champ. He beat Drew McIntyre. A little help from Jacob Fatu in a sense. But Cody is our new champ. I feel bad for Drew. But this is where kind of what you brought up with the Dom situation with Penta is now you get 6 weeks to either build just Cody and Randy Orton, if that's the match set in stone. I'm good with it. There's a bunch of history there.
There's been seedlings planted with Orton for
But
2 years now.
But I feel like this could have been more epic, like something more. This could have been a bigger build than just 6 weeks. I know, like I said, there has been ceilings. If you piece it all together, you get a great build to it. But I feel like this should have been a longer built out feud, and
For Orton Cody.
for Orton Cody. Now, if they go the multi-man match, which is still a possibility, you got story there. They can build that up and everything. But the way they're selling it is Cody versus Randy.
Yeah.
I called that. That was my prediction from a year ago. But
Yep, you
after
did.
Mania, this is Cody
called it.
versus versus Randy.
Mine was way off. I said Sammy versus Seth.
But
Neither of them are in the title picture.
like I said, it's just a little disappointing. Like, I feel like this should be a bigger build. I'm sure they can land it. But that's just how I feel on it. I just feel bad for Drew. It's just, but this also does good things for his character. Like, it just builds on to his everyone's after me. I got screwed.
Again.
So he can at least build off of that, and he'll get back to it. But it's a month before WrestleMania, and he's no longer champion.
Yeah. I was shocked not that Cody won. I saw that coming. I figured they were gonna, pivot to the Orton Cody at Mania. I think I was shocked at how so many people in the crowd were excited and cheering the fact that Cody won.
Yeah.
I didn't hear any boos. I didn't see anyone in the crowd from what I was able to see, like, upset. Everyone was like cheering. And I was just like, what happened? What changed? What am I missing here? To where Cody winning the title back again makes sense.
Yeah.
And now I say that I don't think Orton McIntyre again is what we want to see at Mania either.
No.
In a singles match. And I think that's fair to say. We've seen that multiple times over the last couple of years.
Mm.
I think Orton Cody is the match out of this entire situation that you want to see. I don't know if you end up with a multi-man match. Jacob has to be in it.
Yeah.
But there has been literally nothing done for that to make any sense. For Jacob to just all of a sudden be in the WWE title picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
No, I agree.
It's not like he's been screwed out of the title. You could argue Drew screwed him out of a shot at the Chamber. Okay, but that's still, you have to go into the Chamber and go win the Chamber.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. I feel like it's all going to depend on how the contract signing next week goes.
yeah, for sure. Because then I also texted you, like, is it going to be Drew Nick Aldis? Like,
Yeah.
like, I think that has more story than.
Well, yeah, because I mean, this
Jacob
contends
too,
too.
you
Yeah,
know?
because like Drew's gonna go berserk.
Yeah.
Over the fact that all this made him defend it against Cody again.
Yeah.
Even though he wasn't
Cody
supposed
wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
I'm glad they added that part in the show where he's like.
I'm glad they added the part where Sammy called it out that he just keeps getting things handed to him again because it's the truth.
I did. I liked that
I liked
too.
it.
But I
yeah,
also,
hell yeah, Sammy.
But it also just showed a little, like, storytelling. Just Nick going, "You went back on your word. I'm going back on mine."
Yeah, and like,
So,
that was fair.
It was fair.
That was fair.
And I was like, okay, you give me a reason to accept this match, even though I don't want it to happen. But yeah, no, it's when Sammy was saying that, I was just, God, it's so. You had your shot, you lost, and then you got another shot, you lost. Why do you get another one?
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Now I'm kind of racking my brain here as to what your banger of the night is.
well, sometimes 4 points is not enough. I'm just gonna throw out a quick one, just a fifth point essentially. It's not my banger, but the tag team turmoil just proves that real tag teams mean nothing.
Yep.
Thrown together
I
tag
was
teams.
wondering if you were going to talk about this.
It wasn't enough to just talk on.
Like, literally 4 legit, actual, long-running tag teams come out all first, and then Damian Priest and R-Truth, Bald Truth, all of a sudden, too, they end up winning it.
I was pissed. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, but at the same time, it started off as a really odd match, and I'm like, it's good, and then they won, and I was like, what?
Well, but then you had the weirdness with, like, how the Motor City Machine Guns got eliminated, because it was like he clearly put his foot on the rope and the ref clearly saw it, but then still counted to 3, and then they acted like it didn't happen. And then, like, I'm glad they at least, like,
made it.
made a kind of a joke point in
Yeah.
the back later where like they brought it to the attention. It was like, why did you break up the pin? I did, dude. I swear I did.
Let's
Like,
go watch it.
yeah. It was like, okay, well, at least they alluded to it. They didn't just breeze fully off of it. But,
Yeah.
but I will give R-Truth and Priest, they have teamed together before
Yeah.
on multiple occasions.
I mean, he was
They
part
were
of
part of Judgment Day.
the
but-
tree's there.
I want to just, while we're on the topic, I want to just throw out big flowers for their ability to hit those two finishing moves at the exact same fucking time.
Yeah.
Like R-Truth's timing to, because that's all on Truth because he already has him up.
Yeah.
So he sees Damian Priest lift him. He has to get him up for the FU, and he kind of stalled it until he knew it was coming down, and then he tucked it. They hit at the exact same
They
time.
were right in.
Like if you were to go super slow-mo and break it down, like you might be able to notice they hit it slightly different times. But it would take that fine of like a nitpick under a fine-tooth scope to be able to like
Yeah.
know that was different. Like
Yeah.
that was, I just said fine-tooth scope. I don't think that's a saying. I think I just made something up. But anyways, you knew what I was saying.
I know what you're
Like-
saying.
That was impeccable timing.
Yes.
It was a really cool ending to the match for an outcome that I was like, really? I was like, that was fucking dope, but really? What are we doing? Why are we, like, we just said fuck the entire tag team division on
100%.
SmackDown. That's the only brand that actually has a legitimate tag team division.
And here we are still throwing together teams.
Yeah.
All right. My real banger of the night. And it's not a great one, but we got Randy Orton's opening. It was just, we got him back for the title for the main event at WrestleMania.
This makes sense.
It
I
just-
know why it was your banger, because the old Lemon Pepper Steppers came out. And
Oh, I mean,
you love Trick Williams.
I do. But I mean, just his whole speech I thought was really
Yeah,
good.
it
Just
was
bringing up how,
It was good.
JBL said if you pieced together a professional wrestler from the ground up, it would be Randy Orton. And it stands true to this point. Like, never a truer statement has been said in wrestling, I think, is Randy Orton is that image of a professional wrestler.
He's got to be pushing, like, I know it's not quite there, but like of all of the wrestlers, I think that are considered greatest of all time,
Mm-hmm.
I think Randy's had a longer full-time career than any of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Right? I would say, yeah.
Like,
Right? I would say so. I mean,
because I mean, I like, as much as he probably should fucking be, Taker's not really looked at in the conversation of greatest of all time.
no. Greatest character of all time.
hands
but,
down, I think.
but-
But like the greatest
But
wrestler of all
wrestler,
time.
no.
But Cena is looked at now as the greatest wrestler of all time.
Everyone's making fun of 5 moves of doom.
Yeah,
Like,
for
I think
20 years.
well-rounded character and decent,
Yeah,
that may be why, but no.
yeah.
Like,
But and like his mic work and all that.
Yeah.
But like Orton's always been good on the mic. He's phenomenal in the ring. Always has been.
yeah.
His ability to play a face or a heel is
So good.
almost unmatched.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to be able to have full blown fan commitment to both, that has to be so hard to do.
Yeah. I agree.
There's a reason why some of the greatest of all time have not been able to pull it off.
Mm-hmm.
Cena,
Yeah.
Stone Cold,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
I would even argue The Rock,
He pulled off a heel very well.
but he wasn't a Randy Orton heel though. Like, he wasn't a heel. There were moments.
yeah,
There were moments before he became huge.
yeah. Yeah, when he was in Nation of Domination.
Yeah, where he was like an actual
corporation. But then
But
when he really got big. No, I could see that.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hollywood
the-
Rock was
yeah.
a good heel, but people liked it too at the same
exactly.
time.
And that's what,
Yeah.
that's like, Orton can play a heel where you literally hate him,
Yeah, true.
but he's so good at it.
Yeah,
And that's why you hate him.
yeah.
You know,
I agree.
you don't hate him because the Cena heel turn where it was just garbage, right? Like that's not why you hate it.
Yeah.
You hate it because he's really fucking good at it. You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But then you build this, his whole thing, 20 WrestleMania appearances, only 2 main events, which is crazy. So this being his third. And then when he said, hit the letters RK, the timing of this was so good when the lights went out because the crowd said, oh, but it was more like a, oh, like because the lights went out, what's happening? And then Trick Williams comes out and the guy got so much charisma and takes a beautiful RKO. But I want to give Randy his flowers and just say, I'm excited to have him going for the title, like legit going for the title. It's at Mania.
Yeah.
And well deserved.
And this is one where I'm like, if it truly is one-on-one at Mania, I 100% actually see Orton winning this match and getting 15.
He better.
Like that's kind of what I was pushing towards. If you're going to have anyone hold the world championship record now, have Orton retire with it.
Yeah.
Have Orton retire with 18. He deserves it. He is the currently longest running full-time superstar. He could still outperform most of the roster. Like, he's too good, man. Have him do it. Have him take it from Cena.
True.
That brings us over to our belts question of the week this week, and I posed this one. I wrote, what is a gimmick that has no reality to it, but we as fans always bought into it nonetheless? For example, being cursed by Danhausen, as that seems to be the new one that they're pushing.
You're cursed.
You're cursed. He did it to Dom. Dom lost. He threatened it to the Miz. I don't know if how he's going.
I don't know.
We don't know if Miz is going to actually take him up. I feel like he's not, because he's the perfect character for this to happen to, even though I find it ironic to curse Miz, because one could argue that Miz has been cursed for 15 fucking years.
He's always been cursed.
But yeah, so I found it interesting, as much as I kind of shit on the whole Danhausen being the reveal at Elimination Chamber. His segments on the last 2 shows have made me laugh, and you're cursed to Don, and then he turns around and drops the fucking IC I was like, okay, they did that. Like, that was purposefully done.
Yeah.
And very well done. And that's like the beginning of good storytelling. So
I really enjoyed that. And it sounds like a lot of people are in the same house as you, where they hated the debut, but loved what they did with the week of. So
and so, like, it doesn't, like, this whole thing I want to just kind of bring clarity to too. It's just any gimmick in general. It doesn't have to be something as cartoonish as Danhausen necessarily, but it could be something that was like serious, that we were just led to believe, even though everyone knew it wasn't real. Or you know, like hopefully this isn't your answer, but another example would be like a buried alive match could potentially be. I mean, it's like, we know they're not actually being buried alive. You know, like, they're not actually killing the person, burying them alive and leaving them to die, but that was the idea of the match, right? So, anyways,
I went with just Bray Wyatt and the Fiend and the Firefly Funhouse in general. Is just, I thought
that's a good one.
I thought it was well done, and it's just everything he did on screen was so good. But just when he brought in the Firefly Funhouse, it was great.
Yeah.
The Fiend, the blur of everything, and then the match with John Cena and Mania.
It was a horror movie version of Blue's Clues.
Exactly.
That's literally what it was.
I mean, I love horror movies, and it was just the perfect blend. And you don't even think anything of it. You just are in it.
Yeah.
You're enjoying it,
for sure,
and along for the ride.
Yeah.
What about you?
I like that. That was a good answer. That's way better than my answer, honestly. I said Santino Marella's Cobra.
That's a good one, though.
I just because it makes no sense. Like at least because it's the same setup and idea as like the Mandible Claw,
Yeah.
right? Mr. Sacco, but like that makes sense as a submission move because you're choking somebody out, and there is that pressure point down there where you can actually fuck somebody up with it.
Yeah.
So like that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like there is that that concept to an extent is based in reality. Santino Marella's is 100% not based in reality in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
If he puts this Cobra sock on his hand and then just and then knocks him out. Like,
Yeah.
but we loved it.
Absolutely.
We loved it. And I don't think anyone ever complained about the fact that he won matches with it. Like,
And I think you could argue he is like, you could almost just argue that a lot of the comedy acts you never wanted to see be champion. But there was a moment where Santino Marella was about to win the Royal Rumble.
yeah.
Everyone was hyped for that and ready for it to happen.
Yeah.
There was a chance where he was the runner-up in the Elimination Chamber. Like, he just had those moments where it was just like, let's go.
Yeah.
And it was so good.
Yeah, for sure.
But then I was like, I was digging into this and just kind of reading on some other things. And people kept on listing like Gangrel as a vampire. He never did any vampire things.
Yeah, it's not like he ever like sucked anyone's blood and
It was
won a match.
he gave blood that like, so I was like, I feel like that's more like it wasn't blurring the lines. It was just, I thought he liked being a vampire.
Yeah, like a cosplay thing.
Yeah. And the one of my favorites, like it wasn't brought up, but it was just like the Boogeyman. There was nothing supernatural about him. He just was creepy as hell.
Yeah, he's just a
And
weird
he
dude.
used worms with his gimmick.
He, you just can't kink shame people.
Yeah.
He has some weird fetishes, and to each their own.
Yeah.
They like to, put worms in people.
Yeah. That brings us over to
Blockbuster.
Focus Features.
Hell yeah. I got this first one here. I'm excited about this.
Tell me all about it.
It's called Mike and Nick and Alice.
Or just the name.
I know. The synopsis is the film is a hilarious, stylized, R-rated action comedy about two gangsters and the woman they love trying to survive the most dangerous night of their lives. As if that wasn't enough, there's one wild ingredient added to the mix. A time machine. The cast is Vince Vaughn as Nick and Nick, two different time frames of the same person, where the time machine comes in play there. James Marsden as Mike and Isa Gonzalez as Alice. This will release on March 27th, and it will be on Hulu/Disney Plus.
Fuck, man, this is so good. Vince Vaughn at his finest. It looks like.
Yeah, dude. And James Marsden he's so fucking good. He's in so much shit now.
He's literally in everything.
Yeah. He's a fucking, every now and then still in Paradise. Oh, no, he is still in Paradise. What am I talking about? Not every now and then. He's been in every fucking episode this season so far. He's in Paradise. He's going to be in season 2. He's going to be back in fucking MCU.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn. He was in Dead to Me.
Yeah.
Like, he's just in everything. And I love it. He's so good. And she's in fucking everything now too. She's been in so many things, and her name I've seen on multiple other projects as well coming out soon.
Yeah.
So she's fantastic too. It looks hilarious. It looks action packed and just wild, and
which is what you wouldn't think for Vince Vaughn, but I'm here for it.
Yeah.
And it's Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
Like, and you get him in this, like, very much so.
It's
his true form.
I'm very
excited
about this.
Just the whole, like, and the time machine is real, like, it was just so funny.
I'm very excited about it.
I found myself laughing at the trailer a lot. I could only imagine what the movie is.
I know. I'm stoked.
My focus feature is Lanterns, yeah. Synopsis: Lanterns follows new recruit John Stewart and Lantern legend Hal Jordan, two intergalactic cops drawn into a dark Earth-based mystery as they investigate a murder in the American heartland. Cast is Kyle Chandler, Aaron Pierre, Nathan Fillion, and release date is going to be in August of this year on HBO Max. What'd you think of this?
I've obviously known about this project, known who's in it. Was not expecting, I guess, the tone, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting, but F-bombs getting dropped regularly throughout the trailer was not what I was expecting, because I was trying to rack my brain back to Superman. I was like, were there F-bombs dropped to Superman?
I
don't think
maybe
I-
one.
Maybe, yeah. I don't remember it if it was,
But
but
it's
so
very,
like this still being like,
Guardians of the Galaxy, so like,
yeah, but like this being obviously a part of the DCU
Yeah.
under James Gunn, I was like, whoa, there's a lot of F-bombs being dropped
Yeah.
in the trailer. So like, what's the movie gonna actually be like, you know?
yeah.
But it looks good. I'm very interested. It looked like, I don't know, it felt like it was like Training Day meets superheroes, or like something like that, you know, where it's like two cops get into some shit
Yeah.
and there's a lot of drama, but then they also, hello, have superpowers.
Yeah.
You know, wow, what's going on?
And one is
So
obviously trying to be the alpha still and everything.
yeah,
I knew about the show. I didn't know that Kyle Chandler was gonna be Hal Jordan. So I didn't read the synopsis obviously before looking at the trailer, and so when it revealed that he is Hal Jordan, I was like, "Oh shit, awesome!" I don't know what I was thought when they initially released the teaser with him in it. I was just like, "Oh, it's just some guy with this dude." So
yeah,
but it's superhero stuff.
hell yeah,
Green Lantern, it gets another chance at it.
another shot.
I liked the Ryan Reynolds movie, but obviously a lot of people didn't, and we never saw anything more of it other than a couple of glimpses in Justice League and now the Superman movie. So I'm really excited for this because Green Lantern is just one of those big superheroes that is out there, and doesn't get a lot of credit. So
Yeah, for sure.
what's in the news?
What's in the news?
What is the news?
We got a few things here. You talked about it last week, and you said you saw the trailer for Scary Movie 6. It was out before Scream 7.
Yeah.
And then they dropped it on Monday.
Yes,
And boy, oh boy, I'm so fucking excited. I absolutely love, like, just the trailer pulls no punches.
None.
They're hitting on everything. And just the fact she's like, "Oh, girl, give me a hug," and she goes, "Well, I'm a Republican now, so I think I'm supposed to be racist." She goes, "Oh, girl, I think all white people are racist. Come over here." Like, I was like, "That's fucking great. That's too good."
Having Eminem have
In
the
the
song
fucking
in the background is just so fitting for this
I
too.
This is the beginning of the trailer. The guess who's back, and it's this random doll-looking character dancing. You know what's Megan,
Yeah.
dancing, and then all of a sudden it comes off and it's Ghostface again because it's fucking Scary Movie 6. Like,
Yeah.
and they're bringing most of the OG characters back. So I'm so happy they went back to the Ghostface, and it was just perfect because Scream 7 just came out too, right? And it opened in front of Scream 7, like, just so well done in that sense to be able to just time this all up so well to bring Ghostface back into the spoof world as well as the actual horror world,
Yeah.
all in the same year within just a few months of each other. I think this comes out June. Yeah.
June, I want to say.
And yeah, it's and Marlon Wayne's just straight up gone on record to say, like, we're not pulling punches. We're here to offend everybody because that's the world we grew up in, and that's how we view the world. Like, we're going to make fun of everybody. Nobody's safe.
Yep.
And it's comedy, so deal with it. And I was just like, let's fucking go. Like, standing ovation from me, because that's pure comedy. Comedy should offend you. Comedy should offend everybody.
Yeah.
And you should be able to laugh about it, about being offended, because that's what comedy is. If you get offended by something that is purely funny, you got problems. That's your own issue. So
they didn't, like you said, they didn't pull any punches. It was,
man.
I've watched this trailer like 1,000 times already, and it's just, I have a smile the whole time, and it's already getting that feedback from people, and that's what they wanted. They're getting people talking. So
they're spoofing so many things. Like, I sent you that Facebook,
and that was just a portion of it.
Yeah, I mean, that was because last week I said that I was like, I read that they're sinners, weapons, and the Quiet Place, which I know in the trailer we didn't get the Quiet Place portion yet, but hopefully they do, because that's too good to not, I think. But you could do some real funny stuff with that. But
I have a feeling it's gonna have Brenda and Sydney in the thing, like just Brenda's shot. Sydney's making a bunch of noise. I can just picture it already.
Yeah. But I mean, dude, I didn't even like catch it in the trailer, but they're spoofing The Substance.
Yep.
Where it's called The Stuff. Like,
they got Wednesday,
Tuesday. Yeah. And
it looks like Halloween because of how Sydney looks.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Definitely Halloween, because when the daughter shows up and she looks like Jamie Lee Curtis did. Yeah. There's just so many things, and man, I'm so excited. The sinners part is some half gay stuff. Ray Hobson, will be half gay.
Oh my God, it was just.
I just remember I just watched Scary Movie, the first one, on Thursday, and I hadn't seen it in forever. And just the long running trope of Ray's definitely gay. And then at the end, he goes, and then fucking Bobby's like, I'm gay. And if you didn't notice, so is Ray. And he's like, wait, what?
I'm gay.
I'm gay? He's like, what do you mean? you took me to that club. They play good music. What about our trip to San Francisco? I wanted to go shopping. But you made money to me. First off, you sucked my whatever. That is just such a good fucking swerve of a wrap up of a storyline throughout a movie. The whole time, everything Ray says is totally an inclination of him being homosexual.
Yeah.
And then it just comes, he's like, I'm gay? What are you talking about? It's just like, oh my God, no.
So good. So fucking
But the first scene you see of him is, yo, this should make me look gay. That's just the yellow rim tank top. It's like, no, man.
How about that?
Folds it up. How about now? He's like, no, man, you're good. So fucking stupid. Those movies are just, they're good. My plan is, I mean, between now and when the sixth one comes out, I will watch all 5.
Yeah.
But easy. But
love it. Love it. All right. I got Pinocchio and Strung. We finally got a trailer for this. We've talked on it once. You showed me the animatronic
little teaser that was put out on Twitter. That was months ago.
That was forever ago.
Yeah.
And now
might have been a year ago now. I don't even know. It's a while.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Been a long minute. But we finally got the trailer. And dude, this looks fucking brutal. It has Megan vibes / Child's Play.
Yeah.
Chucky. And it looks gruesome, dude. It looks.
Dude.
And then you get the legendary Robert Englund voicing Jiminy Cricket in this.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I mean, it's part of the Poonaverse. This one looks like one of the better ones of it. I know it's not supposed to be great horror, but
Yeah.
this one looked like the best of them so far.
When she steps out of the shower,
Oh,
oh my lord, and Pinocchio's nose goes through her foot. I was just like, oh shit. Oh,
they were
God.
pretty tame until that
I
part.
do
And then that
also-
trailer
I
took
know,
off.
then it really just fucking went. I do want to just pull out. She like hears something. She's like in the shower. She hears something, and then she like pulls the curtain back and looks out and sees the doors cracked open. And she was like, "Oh shit!" And she like grabs her stuff and puts clothes on in the shower.
Yeah.
Nobody does that. No, come on,
No.
nobody does that.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, it looks fucking.
It looks fucking great.
I'm excited for it. Next up, and this is kind of a build off of my answer last week, and this has
Came out of
happened
nowhere.
no, this has happened a couple times now, because this happened with weapons. Because I had said something along the lines, or like I posed the question, of like
a spinoff
of like what would you want to see as like a spinoff of something. And my answer was Aunt Gladys from Weapons, and then it was like a day later they posted Weapons spinoff focusing on Aunt Gladys is in the works, and I was like, what the fuck? So last week, one of my shows that I talked about in the Blockbuzzin question was the reboots, and one that I would like to see done again, but by Taylor Sheridan. And now this isn't going to be by Taylor Sheridan because it's a Netflix project, but was Little House on the Prairie. And lo and behold,
what are the
in fucking 4 months, Netflix is putting out a Little House on the Prairie show.
Do you have any clue?
I had zero idea. I had no idea that this was happening. So yeah, no, I haven't had zero idea. I had no idea, no inclination at all that this was happening. So I was just like, what the fuck? I was like, no shit. So we're going to get an updated version of Little House on the Prairie. Not updated in like story, obviously. It's still going to be set when it was set, because like we talked about last week, you can't really have a modern day version of it. But yeah, so Little House on fucking Broadway or something, like I don't know. But anyway, so but it'll be a newer, fucking 40 something year later version of this show. So yeah, I think that'll be interesting.
That's pretty wild. Next up, Your Friends and Neighbors Season 2 official trailer. Just absolutely excited for the show. Loved the first season. I'm glad you loved the first
and
season.
my wife loved it.
Yeah, so now you can...
She might have been more into it than I was, and I was into it.
But here we are. This trailer reveals a little more, and it looks like Coop is working with James Marsden, but forced to work with him in a way. So I like where this is going.
There might be a slight bribery happening here.
I'm excited to figure out how he learns on it and everything, but we got Coop back, and I'm super excited for this show.
There seems to be a lot of drama unfolding throughout this season. So
episode comes out right before my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
I know. We gonna be watching it probably the night of your birthday once we get Lainey down in Hawaii.
There you go.
We'll me and Lindsay go and throw it on the old tube.
There you go.
Oh yeah. And lastly, we have another quick teaser for Daredevil season 2 as well. Again, just we're getting a couple extra glimpses of some characters, a little more interaction between Jessica Jones and Daredevil. I couldn't be more excited, I don't think, for a Marvel show.
Mm-hmm.
Daredevil from the Netflix version was amazing. That show was absolutely fucking phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And they really did just carry it over. And so this has quickly become one of my favorite projects in the MCU. So I'm very excited about this. I loved season 1. I loved the 3 Netflix seasons. Give me more. Bring it on. I do keep reading that like something's gonna happen in this season though that's like gonna reset the whole show or something. So I don't know what that means, but
Interesting.
I don't know. I don't know. So,
I need to hurry up and catch up.
yeah,
I need to.
have you started?
No, I've been watching Stranger Things.
Ugh.
You tell me to watch all these things.
Well, hurry up! You're taking too long. You're watching all these other things.
Yes. It's been 1 through 7.
Yeah.
No, but trailer looks great. I loved the Netflix show, and so I just need to hurry up and watch this. That brings us to our special segment of the week. This is Blockbuzzin. It's the first week of the month. We pick a movie that either is generating buzz, we've been buzzing about it on our show, whatever you may, that's why it's buzzing. Ryan, you picked this one. What do we got?
I did. I picked The Bluff. So we talked about this a couple weeks ago on the show. It's a new release on Prime Video. It's like the really intense R-rated Pirates of the Caribbean. It's kind of what it felt like, right?
Yeah.
That's what we kind of talked about when we watched the trailer for it. I think this was my focus feature.
Yes, it
maybe.
was.
Yeah. It's got Carl Urban. It's got Priyanka Chopra Jonas. And I don't really have any real full reason for why it's buzzing outside of the fact that we covered it on the
it was
show.
on our
And
show?
it looked good to us, right? It doesn't have glowing reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. It's like a 60%. It's got like a 5.8 out of 10 on IMDb. So not necessarily reviewed the best, but we were excited. Fuck the reviews because that's how we've always viewed things. We don't really give a shit about reviews. We just go into things based off how it looks for us, and we make our own conclusions based off of it. So that's why I wanted to do this one. I don't have any other, I didn't read anything about awards seasons or anything. I think it came out like it would, if it were to get, it would be for next.
Yeah, it would be
the
next
next
year.
set of
Yeah.
awards. But I haven't read anything about anything like that. It's got two pretty well-known names
Mhm.
as the stars. It's a pirate movie,
Mhm.
and goddamn was it action-packed.
It was action-packed.
Timmy, what'd you think about it?
This movie was unfortunately just meh for me.
Oh, okay.
It did not capture my interest very much. I felt very distracted throughout the whole movie. The action scenes were really cool, and it felt like a John Wick meets Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Oh, yeah.
I thought the scenery was beautiful. I thought it was beautifully shot, but just the storyline for it didn't really capture my interest for this. The one cool scene, there was a really cool scene to me that really stuck out, and it was in the caves when it was like dark and the gunshots were lighting it up, and that's when she was like taking out people. It kind of brought me back to the Batman movie.
Okay.
In that scene where he
Funny.
very
I have a different masked vigilante superhero scene that comes to mind for it.
okay.
It was the Netflix Daredevil, the stairway.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That was what I was like, this is fucking dope. This is really well shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought that scene was really cool. Really, it was just, I guess, the whole story behind it. The acting wasn't bad or anything. It was just meh for me. It wasn't a terrible movie, but it didn't capture my interest other than a few of the action scenes where I was like, oh shit. So yeah, that's what I thought. What about you?
I was probably a little higher on it than you were. I totally understand. I totally get your perspective of the story, and not necessarily like. I think they probably could have done a little more with the story for sure, but I think it kind of, to a point for me, like I didn't go into it expecting like a super good story. I went into it just based off the trailer, expecting it to just be like an action-packed fucking movie. And typically, your movies that are action-packed don't carry the greatest storylines. Like that's not what they're banking on, typically.
Very
I'm thinking like the Die Hard franchise. Like
Yeah.
none of those stories were going to be Academy Award winning stories, right? But the movies themselves are really fucking good. So that was kind of how I went into it. So I wasn't really like too caught up on the story or not. I was just hooked on the visuals. I was hooked on the action scenes. I was hooked on her abilities and part of the story did have me hooked because I was curious about like what the backstory was because it didn't give a lot away
Yeah.
beforehand, so I was a little curious about like how she's connected to it. Like it had me the whole time wondering if they were like former lovers or something, and they, to my knowledge, still they weren't.
Yeah.
She was just like a found young child that ended up being essentially kidnapped and forced into a life of piracy. And then she was finally able to get the moment to get out.
Yeah.
And she fucking took it and ran. And that's what led to this. So I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I thought it was a fun watch. I mean, I totally agree. There is no like, oh my God, this is a gripping storyline by any means. But if you're just in for watching this a fucking sit down action packed flick, I mean, there's a fucking good movie to do that.
Yeah.
So if you're just looking for some really cool action sequences and things that were, different, I mean, I wasn't expecting them to just keep the camera going when they blew the dude apart with the cannonball. I was like, oh, they fucking that's usually the moment where they cut the scene, or like just cuts to the chick's reaction. But it was like the chick's reaction was that slightly blurred and not even really that blurred in the background. And all of a sudden you just limbs. And it was like, oh, holy damn. So yeah, there was some cool imagery in this and I enjoyed it.
Like I said, the cave scene was super cool. Yeah. I really liked that one.
Even up on the bluff.
Yeah.
That scene with the fire and just like that whole fight scene they had, I was like, that's fucking cool too. That was a cool use of the environment. And everything.
Yeah.
Like I liked it. I thought it was solid.
That brings us over to a Blockbusters question of the week. I pose this. What is one of your favorite movies that was a box office bomb? Now, to be clear, doesn't mean it was a bad movie, just ultimately not financially successful.
This is tough. I had to rack my brain a little bit here because there's a lot of these.
Yeah.
Where we've talked about a lot of them where they're critically panned, they're financially panned, but we love them.
Yeah.
And I really chose mine based off a list that I was looking at that had a handful of movies. I was like, I fucking love that movie. And I was looking at the numbers. Like I kind of actually broke this down numerically here. I went with Triple X State of the Union.
Okay, yeah.
I love that movie. I love both the Triple X movies.
There's three.
There is three. You're right. Xander Cage came back in the third one, didn't he?
And I liked that one too.
I'm totally spacing on that one.
It was good. It came out in like 2019, 2018.
I'm sure I saw it. Did I not see it? I had to have seen that. I loved these movies growing up. So, anyways, but Triple X State of the Union was widely panned. Because Vin Diesel, Xander wasn't in it. Vin Diesel wasn't in it, right? But this one starred Ice Cube.
Yeah.
And it cost $113.1 million. It only made $71 million.
Oh, damn.
There is it says a net adjusted loss of $78 million. Or sorry, it made 71. Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So a net adjusted loss of 78 million. However they calculate these things, and when you adjust that for inflation, that's a loss of $129 million today.
Damn,
that's not good. That's not good.
No,
but fuck. I love the movie.
Yeah.
I thought it was phenomenal. I love both those movies. I need to fucking go back and look to see if I did watch the third one.
Yeah.
I can't imagine I wouldn't have watched it.
I've seen it a couple times.
But
I know for
I
sure
have
I watched
zero recollection of it. Do you own it?
I should. I believe I do. It should be down there at the bottom. I know I have State of the Union.
Oh, yeah, right here. The Return of Xander Cage. Let me take an eyeball.
No, this is the fucking first one. Right? That's not the first one. The Return of Xander Cage. No, that's not the first. That's the third one. Why does Sam Jackson look so fucking young?
That's why I was like, this has to be the first one. This has to be the one that came out in 01. He looks so good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to watch that shit. I'm going to have to watch that and get back to you. I don't remember if I've seen that or not. But anyway, I love those movies. So that's the one I went with. What about you?
I went with Osmosis Jones.
That's a good one.
I didn't watch it necessarily when it first came out, but definitely watched it, enjoyed it thoroughly. Had a great cast: Bill Murray, Chris Tucker, Molly Shannon, Ron Howard, Lawrence Fishburne. It was a $70 million budget and only made 13.5.
That's not good either.
Not good either. And it was part of the reason originally why WB Animation went out of business. It was that, Looney Tunes with Brendan Fraser movie, and something else. I forget what it was, but a lot of flops right there towards the end. But thoroughly enjoyed that movie. It was a fun one. It's stupid funny, but I enjoyed it. It was good. And the critics couldn't tell me otherwise. So
Yeah, fuck the critic. Fuck the critic. That's how we'd stand.
but that was mine.
All right, dog. That's episode 92, man.
Episode 92.
We got 8 more. We're at a Benjamin.
Woo!
Let's fucking go.